Tell me if you feel this way. You work so hard, you get up in the morning. From the time that you get up, it's a hectic pace all through the day. Get everything ready, from the food that has to go out, to driving by the school, to your commute time, to working, right? By the time you get home, what do you want to do? You just probably want to eat and binge on Netflix, right? Doing that long enough, what happens as a result of just sitting there binging on Netflix and vegging out? Your house becomes a cluttered mess, and then you start looking at it, you're like, oh my god, that's a pizza box for like 6 weeks ago. Yeah, let's get real about that and talk about 12 healthy habits you can adopt today as a homeowner. My name is Andrew Finney, and my passion is helping you make sense of real estate. If you need help finding a top agent near you, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. Thank you. All right, my friend, opposed to going and diving into a big load of laundry that's just all dirty and looks like Mount Everest by now, looking for a matching pair, let's talk about some things that you can do to ensure that doesn't happen to you. The first thing you want to do is keep your cleaning supplies handy. Keep them close, keep them nearby. When was the last time that you got a cup of coffee and some of the coffee got out on the ground and you're like, oh, I'll just get to it later? But later became like a week, or it came like 2 weeks, especially if it's like creamer that you dropped on the granite. And now it's like that icky goo that is so hard to clean, and you're scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. You're like, why didn't I just wipe this up? It's for those times you want to keep your cleaning supplies handy. Very easy, and it takes literally like a couple of seconds to grab a sponge and whoop, there it is, it's clean. If you get in the habit of cleaning up right behind yourself, you'll find yourself enjoying a clean home, so that when you are vegging out and when you are binging on Netflix and doing what's most important to you in life, you'll be able to enjoy your lifestyle because your house is clean. The second thing that you want to get in the habit of doing is cleaning while you're in the shower. And I'm not just talking about, cleaning yourself up in the shower, doing your hair and everything else. I'm talking about keeping a sponge and a squeegee in there, especially if you have glass doors for your shower. The squeegee will go a long ways of keeping you from having water stains on it that are very difficult to get off after a while, and it also keeps from having build up the soap scum. Keeping a sponge in there and just simply doing this real quick as you're going through the shower before maybe you shampoo and condition. You just go through the shower, do that once a day. It takes like all of less than 45 seconds in most cases to do that. Guess what happens? It prevents soap scum and stains from building up. It'll prevent any mold trying to grow in your shower and your bath area. It becomes extremely healthy for you, and you always feel even better when you get out of the shower because you just went into the shower and it was clean. So this is an important thing to adopt. It's very, very easy to do this. The third thing to do is to be your own busboy when you cook. Now this is one of my favorite things to do, and it probably is for a lot of you too, right? You get ready, you're getting cooking, you got all your stuff out, you have everything prepped, and you're getting ready. Okay, I'm getting in the zone. I'm gonna make a very delicious supper tonight, right? And you're getting ready and you're going, and then you drop an egg on the floor. I don't know if I'm the only one that's done that. I'm just being real. I do it. I drop an egg on the floor. Well, if you drop an egg on the floor, keeping your cleaning supplies handy, you clean that up real quick and you go on about your business. You were using a mixing bowl to do something, and then you got it all ready to go. You put it in the oven, whatever you were going to do with it, right? Now you got that mixing bowl. If you go and rinse it out real quick, it's going to do two things. Number one, it's a lot easier to clean something that's fresh in a bowl than it is after it sticks to it, right? I think we can both agree with that. But also by doing that, rinse it out, clean it up, put it in the dishwasher, boom, done deal. When it happens whenever you get ready to eat, almost all the dishes are already done, and the only thing that you gotta do is spend an additional 15-20 seconds. I mean, what were you doing the whole time it takes to cook dinner, right? 15-25 minutes on average to cook a really good meal, right? If we're cleaning up as we're going and we're playing as our own busboy, there's less work to do. It keeps the house clean. It's gonna make you feel great because it's one of those really small things that we do that can give ourselves a sense of pride, knowing that we did something really good for ourselves and for our house, and that first of all, we know that we should be doing to begin with. Think about that for a moment, let it sink in, and the next time you're cooking, play busboy with yourself. The fourth thing to do is to get in the habit of running your dishwasher at night. If you're getting in the habit of running your dishwasher at night, it's going to be a lot easier to keep all the dishes clean. Now, it's maybe not something you need to do every single night, depending on how many people are in your household. If it's just you or your significant other, let's be honest, you don't need to run it every night unless you guys are partying all the time, right? Let's just be honest here. Now, if you're a family of 3, 4, 5, what have you, then maybe you do need to run the dishwasher every night. Getting in the habit of doing this will help you also be in the habit of cleaning off your counter space, cleaning out the sink, because everything is in the dishwasher where it belongs to be able to get sanitized and nice and clean. And then if you're doing it at night, what does that give you the ability to do in the morning? As you're grabbing your cup of joe, then you can go ahead and throw the plates and the glasses where they need to go, and then it's done and ready to go. Something to think about, because it's very good to get in the habit of, and I think you'll really appreciate it when you get used to it, is to get hot and trot over the spot cleaning. If we're talking about spot cleaning and we're hot and we're ready to trot, we have our cleaning supplies ready to go, what are we able to do? We're able to quickly clean up any mess mess that comes in, we do a spot clean here and there, and guess what? When we get ready to do the deep cleaning on our house, isn't it that much easier? Very simple, adopt it. The sixth thing that you want to do is keep all your countertops and surfaces clear. If you allow things to accumulate, and normally this is like paper, I mean, let's be honest, we go to the mail and you get all those adverts, you're like, oh, I'll go ahead and recycle this one. Oh, Macy's catalog, I want to keep that one. Okay, this one can go, oh, this looks like a good deal on that food, I want to keep that. And then you throw another one away. You get the point, right? We all got those adverts that we might keep, or we actually have the bills coming in. And then what's one of the things that a lot of us do? We get in the habit of defining a counter area, a flat surface where we just pile it. And it becomes built up over time. You'll think it's like the Swiss Alps. You got all these different mounds going on of paper. It's insane. So what is one of the best things that we can do is to keep it clear. And the best way to do that, I'll also make sure that you're not missing anything important in your mail, because you can go through your mail really quick, open it up, boom. Do I need this? Do I not need this? Make a quick judgment call on it. Recycle. Oh, I do need this. Put this aside. I need to take this to the office to pay this bill. Okay, boom. Oh, you know what? I thought this was really cool, but I don't think I'm actually going to order anything. Recycle. Learning how to make snap decisions like that will really help you out in life in general. Doing so with just the small practice inside your house will go a long ways towards keeping your house clean, and also setting you up for future success by making quick decisions and quickly identifying what's important to you or not. The seventh habit you want to get into is cleaning out your refrigerator every week. When was the last time that you were going to clean out the refrigerator and it had been like 2 months ago, and then you got this moldy goo? It might be like an orange or something. For some reason somebody put an orange in the refrigerator and it's all green and white. Or you got that cheese that's like petrified rock and it's growing fuzz, and you're like, oh my god, I don't know how long that's been in there, but it's really gotta go. That's why we want to get in the habit of doing it every week. It also gives you the ability to know what you should need to go to the grocery store to buy and replace. Getting in the habit of doing that every week makes it a breeze to deep clean your refrigerator when you need to do that. The eighth thing is to never leave empty-handed. When we're talking about never leaving empty-handed, in specific, what we're looking at doing is if we know there's something that needs to go migrate from one room to the next, or something needs to migrate its way and find its way home into the trash or recycle bin, we don't leave the room empty-handed. Keep it clean. Always keep things going on with your house, and make sure that whatever you brought into a room with you, you take it out of the room with you. I don't know about you, but I drink a lot of water. Some people might think I'm like a water buffalo. You pound out like 1.5 gallons of water a day on a minimum. What am I doing? I have water bottles all the time. Now, if I just kept accumulating these water bottles all across the house, I would drown in all these water bottles going out all over the place, as opposed to putting them into the recycle bin when I'm done, and not leaving them in a room whenever I'm exiting the room. Adopting this habit is extremely good, and it'll keep your house looking great and always ready to entertain your guests, family, or friends. The ninth thing is that everything has a place, and there's a place for everything. Keep it there, please. So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory here what we want to do. We want to have identified, hey, this is our junk drawer, and in your junk drawer, by the way, you should actually have dividers in there. It's actually a very helpful thing to have in a junk drawer. Hey, this is my mail place, and maybe you get one of those little cute things from the home store where you can put all your mail in there. Just don't let it linger. Like, okay, boom, boom, we got what we need, move on, move forward to the next step, right? Think about the beauty of this from an organization standpoint. You know where everything is. You're not wondering where are your car keys. You're not wondering where is that matching pair of socks from that Mount Everest mound of laundry. You know where everything is. So it's a good habit to adopt. Think about it. The 10th thing is to always end the day with a quick spot cleaning and quick tidying up around the place. Now, you might be thinking, Andrew, I am so honking tired. This is the last thing I want to do. Look, you don't have to do it like, seriously, it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm not talking about being out there. That'd be kind of weird if you're doing this at 11 o'clock at night, but hey, to each their own, right? So what we're talking about is going and tidying up. Maybe the rule of the house becomes, before we binge watch television, or before we go outside and play in the pool, or before we go on our evening walk or what have you, we're going to spend 5 to 15 minutes just quickly going through the house, making sure that we've accomplished the first things that we've talked about today. So make sure that you get everything done, keep it tidy, keep it ready to go, and you'll find yourself having a much easier time during your deep cleaning sessions of your home, and everything will always look good. Have you ever thought that you feel great when you first get out of the shower? Why is that? Because you're clean. Because you feel fresh, you feel good. Doesn't it feel good when you put on clean clothes and you're like, oh, this smells good, this feels right? And the same thing with clean bedding. If you were in the habit of washing your bedding every week, doesn't it feel good? Yes. Why is it? Because it's clean. Now you have put that environment around yourself where everything in your house is clean. You're going to have a clear mind. It's going to be less decluttered in your own mind. Not only your house, but your mind is actually going to operate better, because you're going to feel more at peace. And the more at peace you are, the more calm you are. The more calm you are, the more power you have. The 11th habit is to purge non-essentials or things that you aren't using. A lot of people go into their home and they get ready to sell it. They're like, oh my God, Andrew, I never realized this, but I had this like 17 years ago. I say, what is it? Oh, it was a bathing suit from that year that I went to the Bahamas. And I was like, okay, let's not to be rude, but can we still fit in that from the time we were 17? And the lady's like, no. And the guy's like, oh, well, I have this really awesome gym set. And I said, when's the last time you used that? Because it looks like it's collected some cobwebs. Like, yeah, I don't really need it. I haven't really used it in like 12 years. I said, awesome. So these are things that we want to purge as opposed to leaving them in the house. We got to be real. It goes back to the snap decisions with something as simple as the mail by quickly identifying what you need or don't. Very healthy habit with your emails, by the way, too. Keep you from hitting, email message 2 million is to be on top of that so you don't miss what's truly important. Make the decision. Do I need this? Do I not need this? Boom, boom. And same thing with your household goods. Same thing with the things that you have within your house. Get into the habit. Hey, I don't need this anymore. I'm going to donate this. I'm going to sell this. Or, hey, this is actually just trash and I'm going to throw it away. Or, hey, this can be recycled. I'm going to put it in the recycle bin. Get into the habit of doing that and you'll never have a cluttery house and everything will have its place and know its place. And the 12th thing is to get a robot vacuum cleaner. Get one of those iRobots, right? It's gonna be so cool today that there's robots that we can actually purchase that clean our house and do a lot of these more menial tasks, right? But it keeps it awesome. And maybe the robot can talk and it's like, hey, do you want me to make you dinner? I noticed the other day that you made a hamburger. Would you like me to make one of those for you? Or would you like a steak? It'd be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of futurist thinking here aloud with you. At the same time, if you get yourself a robot vacuum cleaner, it's like a really quick trick to like cheat on cleaning the floors, especially if you have all solid surface floors or even like low carpet floors or something. It will just do its job and you let it do it at night. You let it do it when you're away at work. It'll be nice and clean and that's one less thing to tidy up. All right, so with those healthy habits in mind, let's talk about 5 ways to get to know your neighbors and how long things last in your house. Looking forward to the next conversation. We'll see you in a few.